Hello and welcome to the BunnyFox Nguyen channel. I'm David Nguyen.
I'm Isis Nicole.
So we've been living in New York for about a year and a half now. I am a stand-up comedian. I started off in the San Francisco Bay Area. It was always a dream of mine to move to New York to get better at stand-up. Isis and I have been dating for about
Almost 3 years.
a year and a half before we moved out here.
Oh, no, sorry. I jumped ahead to present day.
So leading up to the move, I had been working in retail.
Oh.
Alright, so we just wanted to do a little get to know. So currently we are living in Brooklyn, New York. I'm originally from the Bay Area.
I'm from Cincinnati, Ohio.
We moved out to New York back in July of 2018. I have been doing comedy in the Bay Area for a while, so I decided that I had done everything that there could have been done. Like the entertainment industry is pretty small comparatively in the Bay Area, so there's not much more I felt like I could have accomplished, and New York City was kind of the next step in progressing as a comedian. I had always romanticized coming out to New York, and I started getting serious about moving out here in 2015, but it didn't really come together until 2018. And I made it official. I told myself if I wasn't out here by July 2018, then I was gonna quit comedy forever. And now I'm here and still trying to make it happen.
In 2018, I was nannying in a suburb, Northern California. But outside of nannying, I have my own magazine, which I've been working on for 7 years now, and we have 8 issues. So it made sense for me to come out here with David. David asked me to come here. It was not in my plan, but it does make sense to be in New York, considering all the media that's here, all the editors that are here, all the independent magazines and whatnot, and talent. So it's been pretty cool. Things do seem to go right when I'm focused on my personal project, which is the In magazine. So yeah, it's tough. It's not easy for me.
So moving out here, one of my concerns was that I was pretty established as far as the comedy community out in the Bay Area. I knew the club bookers, I was getting shows, I was getting paid to do shows, but I was unknown and remain unknown. And so when moving out to New York, my concern was that I had to start all the way back on the bottom. So going back to open mics and getting to know people, getting to do showcases, and then crawling my way back into the comedy clubs out here. It's a bigger market, it's more saturated, there's more comedians, and everybody is very hungry out here. I just threw myself into that environment, and it's been pretty brutal. It was as brutal as I imagine, but the enjoyment I get from comedy, it's still worthwhile. So, but coming out here, you meet a lot of great people. There's no shortage of nice people to collaborate and hang out with and grow with, but it's just a lot more work, and you can't just do stand up. You have to do so many other things like YouTube. You have the YouTube, podcast, video edit, just other streams just to get noticed. You have to do other things just to stand out.
So for me, I don't mind doing it because I have the time to, since I'm always indoors at this point. So I've been having a pretty nice time directing and editing our vlog and whatnot. Emotionally, I feel like I'm being beat up. It's hard for me, I guess, to make friends, but when I'm in, I go to events and whatnot, I do know people, but I also like to keep to myself. But I want to break out of that habit if possible.
Like all my family and friends are back in California, and Well, I do know some people. I do have friends out here. They're not like people who I've known for years and years and years and have deep connection with.
Whereas like I've known people for years, but only online. So a lot of my friends I made on like Tumblr and Instagram, and we are all currently here, but everyone's on their grind as well. So when we do see each other, it's for a reason. It's usually at an event. It's rarely do I go to like a house party or just like out to brunch with no agenda. But when I'm at home with my family and stuff, it's really chill, peaceful.
But I'm enjoying my time out here in New York. Living with Isis is something very new. Prior to this, I lived with my family members. When I first moved out, I was living with my sister in our own apartment. Then I moved in with some friends that I had known for years. But I never lived with like a girlfriend. And so that comes out with a lot of creature comforts, but some challenges as well.
Yeah, this is my first time living with a partner, my boyfriend. So far, so good, especially like with our small space. Mm-hmm. My only complaints are usually about like cleaning, but it's gotta get done anyway, so I'll just do it.
So living in New York for the past year and a half, 2020, how do you feel about the move?
I'm happy about the move. Like I do feel that I have a reason to be here. I definitely have a reason to be here. I'm trying to figure out how to get with the program. I wish I was in New York at a younger age. I think that would have made a huge difference for me. I was more optimistic. Mm-hmm. And now like with getting older, I get even more panicked about
I think
stuff.
It's just like an energy thing too.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I'm in my 30s and it's like I don't have that energy to stay up late all night as I would have in my 20s. But I'm glad I moved out here. I think it definitely grown quite a bit, and I faced a lot of new challenges. And New York, it's not meant for everybody, but I do enjoy the lifestyle quite a bit. It's like I'm from San Jose, and that's like a glorified suburb, and I don't miss the traffic. I like this like fresh urban environment. While it takes 40 minutes to get from here to maybe Manhattan, like depending on where Manhattan you try to go to, you're just sitting on the subway. You're at the mercy of the subway, but it's not like I feel like I'm trapped in a car, which is how I felt about the Bay Area. It's just very claustrophobic after a while.
Do you feel like that you went out more though in the Bay, or do you feel like it's like the same?
I feel like I've gotten into a routine out here, so I definitely need to challenge myself more to get out. It's just like the open mic environment of comedy is very discouraging, mm-hmm. but you just have to overcome that sentiment. It's one of those things where it's like, if you go to the gym, you can't expect to get ripped after 1 or 2 sessions. It's a long game kind of thing. So it's about putting yourself out there in the space that you want to be. I think that's one of the hardest things when you're like starting over in a new city.
I need to put myself out there a lot more.
So that's one of our goals in 2020 is just put ourselves out there, as well as grow as people as much as we are trying to grow in our careers. So if you guys are enjoying these types of videos, let us know in the comments. Please like and subscribe, and don't forget to hit that bell notification. Take care.